Alright guys, welcome back to another Lurkanago video. In this video, I am playing Steel Song, and we are up against a Blurple deck. We are on the draw. We're going to get rid of 2 Strength of the Raging Fire, a Whole New World of Bare Necessities, and an Along Came Zeus. We're just going to keep the Captain Hook and the Smee and hope to draw into something good. Not a great hand. We got 2 Cinderellas, a Whole New World, a Lantern, and a Queen. Yeah, so that's a bummer. Let's see what our opponent's going to do here. They're going to ink a Chernobog's Followers, and they are going to play a Maleficent. So one thing to note about my deck here as I draw another Queen and ink it is that I'm not playing Robin Hood. I'm playing Hercules. I'm playing the 3/3 Bodyguard Hercules and then the 6/3 Resist Hercules. The reason for that is I don't have Robin Hoods, and I'm practicing for a store championship to try to win the Stitch promo. So we are practicing with the Hercules. So they're going to ink a Rafiki. They're going to quest with Maleficent, and then they're going to bounce it back with the Snake. So one thing that I have experienced with the Hercules versus the Robin Hood package is that the 3/3 Bodyguard Hercules is awesome. He's so much better in the deck than the 2/2 vanilla Robin Hood. Now, of course, the 3/6 Robin Hood is better than the 6/3 Hercules. However, when faced off against each other, the 6/3 Hercules is actually much better. But the disadvantages with the big Hercules to the Robin Hood is that you don't get lore when you kill your opponent's guys. And you don't draw a card when he dies. And his shift cost is 1 more. So you can a Whole New World return slower. I'm just going to kill his Snake here. We're going to ink the Bare Necessities. I'm not too worried about non-creature cards. However, maybe I should be. Spoiler alert. I'm going to play the Smee and pass the turn. He's going to ink the Queen's Castle. And he's going to play the McDuck Manor. So he is running a site package. Had I known that, I wouldn't have inked the Bare Necessities, or maybe I still would have. I don't know. I do have the Queen, so things will be okay. I draw another Queen, which I'm going to ink. Now here, I'm going to play the Queen, and I'm just going to trade out the Smee for the Crab. Alright, that Crab is dead. And now here we can either get a 1 damage on the McDuck Manor, which I don't think is impactful at all, or we can quest for 1 lore, or we can do nothing and play around maybe Maleficent into Mim Fox play, which you could have. They love holding Mim Fox and playing a guy bouncing it, and playing the Fox the same turn. So, but I do decide to get the lore in. Because if he does have the Fox, I can kill it with the Strength afterwards. And it's kind of like not a great turn for him, so I wasn't too worried about it. So he plays the Montatui, however you pronounce it, and then puts the Maleficent on there. So I do get to kill his Maleficent, but he's going to get an ink from it, which isn't so bad. And I draw a card. Here, I am going to ink the Strength of Raging Fire. And I'm going to sing a Whole New World. And I'm going to draw a fresh new hand. I got 6 ink to work with. Well, 5 ink and a Lantern. And I have another Lantern in my hand, so I think I want to play the other Lantern in my hand, which will leave me with 6 ink to play characters, and then I can play the Ariel and the Hercules Bodyguard. So I start with the Ariel. Now I can draw Along Came Zeus, or I can draw Strength of Raging Fire. The Raging Fire is inkable, so that's why I picked it. But I think the Along Came Zeus actually is what I should have picked because it can target locations. Now I play the Hercules, and I'm going to pass the turn. So this is where Hercules is just way better than the 2/2 Robin Hood. So if he has a Mim Fox, he can't kill my Queen. So the Queen is protected. So much better than the 2/2 Robin Hood in pretty much every situation. So that's the benefit of running Hercules. Also, the benefit of running Hercules is you can get 4 big Hercs And 4 of the small bodyguards for, I think, like less than $1 compared to like 150 for 4 Robin Hoods. Or it might even be a little more now, I don't know. So, budget friendly. All right, so he's going to play Maleficent, and here's the Maleficent into the Fox play, which they just love to do so much. Very, very, very clever. So he's going to trade out, and then he actually gets an ink. I really actually like that land. That or sight, whatever it is. I think that card's going to be a player at some point. Very interesting in my opponent's deck. So now he still has those sights in play, and I'm a little worried that they might just kill me. But here we can take out the Mont Atume. We can take out the blue land that gives them ink when their character on it dies. That's what I'll call it. That's easier for me to say. But it's already gotten him a couple extra inks so far, so not bad. I'm thinking about what I want to do, but I should probably quest with Queen and then kill his Mont Atume. Don't ask me why I went with Ariel instead of Cinderella. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to be singing Strength to kill his Maleficent. I mean, I should have done it the other way, I guess. I mean, it's not really relevant. So now I have 6 ink to work with. I'm going to play the second lantern. I'm going to play the Queen out. And then I'm going to ink Bare Necessities. Because again, I'm not really worried about, like, if he wants to play more sites, that's fine. I'm just going to kill them at this point. So he's going to gain 2 more lore from that McDuck Manor. Almost all his lures come from 1 McDuck Manor. That card is a house. And to think, if I had Bare Necessitated him, I don't think this game would have been very close. But alas, I did not. My opponent is thinking. Probably doing some math. They're 9 lore away from winning. Fortunately, I do have the whole new world in my hand. So, if anything too spicy happens here, I can draw 7 cards and hopefully find a way to deal with it. The majority of my deck has a way to deal with it, so I'm not too worried here. He casts Friends on the other side, which I don't know. I don't know how good. I mean, I don't know what's in his hand, but hard casting Friends on the other side into a whole new world player is not great most of the time. But he does ink a Mim. He plays another Sight and then a Chernobog's Followers. So he emptied out his hand enough where a whole new world isn't super valuable to me. I can quest with a Queen, buff my other Queen, and then kill his McDuck Manor with a Queen and Cinderella. Now, if he didn't play that Chernobog's Followers, I couldn't have used my Queen's ability. I would have had to attack with 2 Queens and a Cinderella. It would have saved him. It would have saved him 2 lore, basically. So I think he made a mistake playing that character there. He probably should have just passed turn. Here, I can play a Beast or a Hercules as well as a Queen. I'm going to play the Hercules here because I have the whole new world, so the Beast drawing cards isn't super relevant. So we're just going to ink it. And once I ink the Beast, you should probably know that my hand is a whole new world. However, who knows? Here with the Ariel, we can either get in at him for 1, or we can put some damage on a location. If I'm going to put damage on a location, it probably should be Forbidden Mountain, but I actually do like just getting 1 lore there. I added up the lore that I had in play, and that 1 lore was relevant, so that's why I decided to take the lore there. Because now he's basically on a 2-turn clock, where he wouldn't have been otherwise. So he plays 2 Pinocchios and a Forbidden Mountain. So he has more than lethal on the board. I'm going to have to figure out what to do about this. Again, fortunately, we have the whole new world, so we're probably going to be able to find something. And it looks like he's going to get a bunch of ink again. If I can find a way to kill his guys, he's going to get ink again. So here, what's he going to do with Chernobog's followers? I believe he attacks and then sacks it to draw a card, which at the time I thought was wrong. I think he should have just left it in play. But he does decide to sacrifice it. That's actually a pretty cool interaction there with the Montatuni with Chernobog. So now he all of a sudden he has 10 ink. An empty hand. Plays a Rafiki, so I'm going to have to find answers here in order to not die. So we're going to sing the whole new world. We get 2 Let the Storm Rage On. So that's enough to kill 2 of his Pinocchios. So I think I should kill both his Pinocchios first. I think I should just hard cast both of these. I have plenty of ink. But I decide to take out his sights first, which is probably wrong. I should probably order my play with casting a Let the Storm Rage On first. But we're going to take out 2 of his sights here. Now we're going to kill a Pinocchio, draw a card. Here I should, I'm going to play an aerial. I find another whole new world, so that's good. So here I actually kill his Pinocchio, which I should have killed his sight first. Kind of stupid. So he gets another ink for no reason. Here you go, opponent. Here's an ink. Whatever. So that's a mistake by me. In my defense, I don't play against that card very often. So kind of just forgot, I think. I don't know. We did the math. So he has, there's lethal on board. I also have a Cinderella in my hand to shift. So he needs to find a way to take out not only one more, but actually 3. Because I can shift Cinderella and gain 2 more lore than he expects. So we'll see if he can do that here. He does have Rafiki. I'm just looking at his discard pile, trying to see what he has. My worry is that he plays Elsa, but I'm not sure that he does. So he's going to ink friends on the other side. So now he has 12 ink, and he should only have 11, but I misplayed. He's trying to calculate what it is that he can do here. He's going to kill my Cinderella, which puts him still lethal on board. He's going to kill my queen. And now he's 2 away, but my Cinderella, shifting Cinderella still kills him. So I don't know if he didn't have another character in his hand, but he did actually. So he should have killed both queens, or maybe he didn't have enough. I don't know. He messed up there. He needed to kill both queens instead of the Cinderella. Especially where I had another Cinderella on board. I don't really fully understand that. Or did he just replayed the character that he shipped, that he bounced? So maybe he couldn't. Maybe that play wasn't available to him. I'm not sure. I mean, he was losing this game anyway. But yeah. So there it is. Steel Song with Hercules and not Robin Hood. Still pretty good. Since my last update of the deck, I've actually gone 6-1. So Hercules is doing pretty well. There was no Hercules in the deck before that. I was using the Captain Hook, the 2/5 Captain Hook. He shifts for 3, but he ended up being just too many uninkables in my deck. So I got rid of him for the Hercules. And no regrets. I really like the Hercules. Anyway, thank you for watching.